just glass.
Plastic tech.
I mean, it's better than nothing. I'm just saying, I've never seen you drink like at all.
It's on the.
Thanks for joining us for another episode of the AOE podcast. As always, I'm Cameron. Come on, bro.
Going counterclockwise with that. Jarrell, what's up?
What's up? That guy.
You that guy? Okay.
Yep.
Damn, man. We all got hand signs now.
No, you can't do this. I did this. You have to pick another one. You gotta pick a whole different one.
Oh, a different one?
Yep.
Cast another spell.
There we go. That's better. That's
East side?
We're just going to throwing signs out.
I'm G-Run.
Okay. So how is everybody?
Good, man.
Alright.
Terrific. Everybody's terrific right now.
I'm alive.
You're alive.
I think that's a pretty good. I think that's a pretty good place to be.
I mean, especially with the corona right now.
I know, right?
We work in the warehouse that actually most commonly would get it. We're at Amazon's warehouse.
So how is that right now?
Oh, that's just as bad.
No problem.
Like, shouldn't Amazon be taking orders nonstop?
Well,
Man, they ain't going to stop.
they're not gonna stop,
They ain't
and
gonna
like,
stop at all.
if they are, they just initiated if you work from home, if you can work from home, and like so. But
How are you gonna work from home if you're part of the delivery crew or part of the?
I honestly think the reason why they're not stopping, because you got to think, what's the, one of the number one things they need? They need, items like toilet paper and, hand sanitizer. And Amazon had those particular items.
yeah,
So, you got to think, if they shut the whole plant down, majority of people order from Amazon anyway.
Yeah.
So, we got to have some type of operation to the point to really fulfill the customer needs at all times, even the coronavirus times.
Yeah.
Are y'all doing anything to
they're sanitizing everything.
Sanitize everything. We got hand sanitizer every
Yeah.
part of the building. I work in the robotics, and we got freaking 5 to 10 hand sanitizers just sitting at the table right there, just for anybody.
Yeah, they added more
Stuff on
on
it, so.
pillars and stuff. There's more stations around.
And then another thing I want to put to the podcast is that Amazon has $25 million for their employees. If they want to decide to go home, they won't be penalized for UPT, or they won't be penalized for paid time off.
What?
That just changed.
No,
They
no,
say you have to use PTO.
no.
Yeah. They just changed it today.
When it just changed today, show me the email because I want to see it.
It was a screenshot between Amazon and Facebook group.
I need to see this because a lot of people is going to be very upset about that.
Yeah, I mean that would be a good move. I would respect that.
Because you got to really think about it. Why they should be penalized personal time if it's a
Well, it's not
payment.
penalized, but they say use your PTO, which they're forcing us to stay home. We shouldn't use our PTO.
Yeah.
That's-
All I know is
that's not cool though.
the reaction from the public on Corona is just a clear indication that the government did not move fast enough.
Yep.
Actually, no, it's not that.
No,
They move. It's just the
If they move fast
anticipation
enough.
that the public have.
No. If
on
they move
this.
fast enough, then the CDC would have enough tests in order to test people for coronavirus like they should have been able to, but they don't.
They had the same speed they did last time 4 years ago, with the bird flu or swine flu.
Which
see,
we
they
should have already learned wasn't.
But no,
I
the
get what
public
you're saying.
reaction
I
to
get
it.
what you're saying.
When there's
worse.
but here's the thing. There's tons of reports in which people are going into emergency care
Right.
and they're only being able to be tested for the flu. They're not being able to be tested for corona because the specific test that is used for corona, they don't have enough tests. So it's just it's like when people came in from for instance, international students, right?
Yeah.
International students were all brought back to the United States.
Right.
When the international students were brought back to the United States, they did not test every single international student. They only tested international students that were in an area or a designated area that may have gotten corona.
And this is a specific
Why not just test everybody? Because we didn't have enough tests. We weren't prepared.
Wasn't prepared. And they
It's
did
not a
say
quick
that.
enough reaction.
And CDC did say that. They did
Yeah.
say that. They
And the
said
thing
that.
is, we should learn. We should learn from this. That going forward, the next time, because the thing is, there's always going to be something else.
Right.
Like, let's be real. We're unearthing the Earth. We're destroying the planet gradually. We're doing all types of damage everywhere. We're gonna unearth like some ancient bacteria that we haven't seen in like 26 million years.
For real.
All right. So at the end of the day, if we got a test, let's get that test disseminated as quickly and as efficiently as possible. So then we can test all the people that potentially need to be tested. I'm not saying that need to be tested. Keyword is potentially.
Well, to me, it was even more than that. Not even just the test, the communication has been bad. Like,
See, the thing is, I don't even say it's communication. Which, Sebastian, two things. One, you really gotta stop playing the same video games that I play with the exact same situations happen. I need you to stop doing that. Because when you used to do that shit, it starts getting a little scary. But I love your enthusiasm.
What are you talking
and
about?
two, that was the entire part of Crisis. Like, what are you talking about?
No, the thing is, you just like it's literally it's common sense, but at the same time period, I understand it's also a lot of money, and it's money we do not have.
Right.
So
Where'd it go?
where'd what go?
Where'd all that money go? We got money for trade. We got money for industry.
Actually, we're losing that money right now because the Dow just dropped 2,700 points today.
Okay, so we don't have that, but
that means the stock market's about to crash.
It's about to crash.
And,
No, but also let's look at the main reason why everybody's acting crazy. Main reason why everyone's acting crazy is because no one wants the United States to become like Italy.
that's true.
Yeah, that's true. If it happens here,
Hey, but it's a $5 trip to Italy right now. Okay, I'll do it.
Is it really $5?
It's around that amount.
Yeah.
Well, I thought they closed their borders, to be honest.
No.
$5 trip is not enough for me. $5 trip's not enough for me for two reasons. One, if I'm going to Italy, I want to get two things.
We want to get
Three things.
meatballs up.
What's going
I want that pizza,
Okay.
that spaghetti,
Yep.
and
lasagna.
maybe afternoon with a fine woman. However, instead of what I'll be getting is
Corona, yeah.
a Corona pizza, Corona spaghetti, and a corpse.
And a
I don't want
Corona
any of those things. I don't want any of those things. I don't want
Okay.
any of those.
Stop it. This is good.
Well,
And a corpse.
me and Cam could actually go in there because we've been pumped so many and vaccines and
They've been pumped with so many vaccines.
that we could actually go in there and go, "Their party time."
They even canceled E3.
Well, the other thing I want to look at with Corona, like as far as Corona, like in all reality, Corona has been around for a while.
Yes, it has.
So the thing is, and it has common symptoms like the flu. So the thing is, there are a lot of people who could have already experienced Corona, therefore they will not get it again potentially.
Like it's like the smallpox.
Like exactly, like or chickenpox.
Yeah, but most of the cases that people died from it are people that got the high fever but did not seek medical attention and did not they're like, oh no, I've got the flu, and so they kept thinking it was it, and then they died because they did not make a good decision.
Check about you gotta think about the age group.
People with weak immune systems.
No, but there's also reports of people like there was a guy who was reporting himself and his deterioration in a hospital.
Yeah.
They took.
Was that China?
You say his deterioration.
Yeah, like I don't know the exact country that it was in.
Well,
But
I mean,
they
if it's like
recorded,
China,
he recorded himself on a day-by-day basis, and the reason why I say deterioration is because the dude literally looked like he was dying.
Oh
Damn.
shit.
Yeah, they took away his camera.
yeah, I'm guaranteed that's like China or something because they.
But China
They do
also reduced their amount of people who have corona drastically.
Yes, because
let me ask y'all something. So, I mean, we don't have to stay here for long, but with like E3 being canceled and the rodeo and everything else, how long do you think it's going to be? How long do you think these events are going to be canceled? Because now we're looking at going to April, May. Do we think Comic-Con is going to be
They didn't cancel any of the other Comic Cons.
So I can say this: the Dallas Expo been moved back to June 19th.
Oh, it's been moved.
It been moved back, and
Okay.
so they canceled it because I think it was supposed to be in the end of this month,
Yeah,
but they canceled it and they pushed it back to June 19th.
Um,
Go out to 21st.
WWE right now, like tonight, they did they did a performance there. Nobody in the audience, and they got caught just standing around during commercial breaks. It was funny. They're doing that a lot. The only sports that's actually active right now is XFL.
No, XFL is
I didn't hear anything.
Yeah, they canceled
XFL.
it.
Not only did
What's
XFL cancel
XFL?
it, but what XFL basically did is they almost canceled their entire season. If I'm not correct. But they suspended their entire season. But they still paid out all of their contracts to all of the players, and they're scheduled to come back next season.
So
Which is awkward because the XFL just started this season, but
I mean, because it's also affecting the anime, like, because the anime got delayed and
yeah,
some
Fast and
games
Furious
got delayed.
9 got delayed. Like it's affecting
it's a lot of
I
everything.
see that
No,
too.
even when we don't think about anime, man, I kind of want to see some more Marvel stuff. Nothing.
Okay, New Mutants.
I mean-
got on hold.
No, not even New Mutants. I am so sick and tired of hearing about. I heard about this in 2018.
The only
They
thing-
let me down. At this point, it can stop, and I wouldn't even miss it.
Did my magical thing.
You watched some of
I think we got Ghost to get on in the
But
Now, speaking of which, if Ghostbusters was delayed, now I'd be sad. Then I'd be sad. And actually, the Ghostbusters movie.
I mean, as far as Marvel, I think they'll be good. I don't know, maybe
Well, they-
that you have.
they've delayed some filming too.
Well, yeah, but
Disney theme parks are
Or
like closed.
Oh, speaking of
WandaVision,
theme
they stopped
parks.
filming for that.
no, they didn't.
Oh,
Yeah,
I haven't heard anything
my
about
mind.
that. Because I thought they finished filming that.
So did y'all hear about the new Super Mario theme park
No.
Oh yeah,
in
in
Universal
Orlando.
Studios? I think it's in Japan.
there's supposed to be one in Orlando.
alright.
No,
I heard about it being built or
Yeah, they being built right now. But yeah, it's a Super Mario Land.
Yeah.
If I'm correct.
I mean, I'll be honest. I haven't been to a single theme park in my life.
But I think it's more for all the Mario fans.
I've been to Astro World. I've never
But
been to
see,
That's a
Disneyland.
theme park.
I mean,
It's a
okay.
theme
I
park.
mean, like Disney or Orlando
Hey, you know
or
what?
Universal.
You're one of the reasons why Astro World got closed down.
I went to Six Flags. Yeah, I've been to Busch Gardens.
What I mean is like the
I've been to
big
Universal Studios.
So
famous.
you said-
Once again, you are one of the reasons why Astro World got closed
So
down.
you-
I mean, like
How
the
big
Universal
is
or
it?
Disney or.
Here's the thing. I think that because people have lived in Houston so long, they forget the significance that Astro World had. Like, do you realize it had the Cyclone, which was one of the fastest one of the longest
Oh, yeah, I
and
remember
fastest
that.
roller coasters in the world.
Yes, but like Astro World, like don't get it was
There's no but.
no. I love Astro World. It's like
That's why I
culture and
like it, too.
everything, but
Them two always be but.
it was just like
Chicken
it's
butt.
just like it's,
but
It's because it was so close.
no people don't travel to Houston though. Like
Yes, people travel to
You
Houston
travel to
to go
Houston.
to Astro
here all
World.
the time. Even back
But
then,
there
they
you
traveled.
go.
We are a huge commuter hub. One reason why
I
people
know
come here is for
well,
medical
commuter,
care.
but people don't like vacation
Yeah.
here.
Yes, they do. That is part of commuting.
Houston?
Vacation, yes.
Come on, bro.
I remember
We have a lot of things
I
people
came-
like. This is
A
Texas.
lot of people go to Orlando. A lot of people go to Miami. A lot of people go to
come
you know,
here.
A lot of-
Where are they gonna go? Chicago?
They
Hell
go
no.
to Galaxy.
Some people go to
Hey,
Chicago.
if people are not coming here,
I don't.
then why are we right now like the third biggest city in America?
I
Because
think it's four.
it's one we
Yeah,
always
That's on the
Houston
screen.
is the
That's on
biggest
screen.
space wise, so it's great for people to live.
That's
Here.
four.
Yeah,
It's great that
Four
people
big
come and
cities.
live, whatever, and we're a place for big business.
Yeah,
But a lot of people vacationed here during the time period that Astro World was around. A lot of people vacationed to go to Astro World.
Okay, I stand corrected. I stand corrected.
Well, look.
Don't get me wrong. Has like tourism gone down in Houston since Astro World has been taken
Yeah.
over? Yes. This is how come the mayor has continuously talked about Astro World coming back.
Okay, how much of that really gone down though? Because I'm gonna be honest, I haven't looked at any numbers, but I've been walking around the city enough to know that I'm seeing a lot of the same
No,
kind of people here.
What? Exactly. You're
Because
seeing
they
a lot
live
of
here.
the same kind of people, which means
The
they
kind of people
live
that don't
here.
live here though, the kind of people who don't.
well,
live
we
here.
have
Totally
we
don't
have
live
a
here.
major harbor here.
Yeah.
That's why. It's because of the freight crew, the freight ships and,
that's
everything.
Galveston.
That's what's coming in.
So-
Not people coming from their towns and go, I want to fucking come to Houston.
Just to get off of this, I'm gonna bring it back.
We'll keep it there.
Cause Gerard, you wasn't here
What was I not here for?
before you came in. We discovered a new fucking show on Netflix.
BStar.
And it surprised the hell out of me.
Yeah, it's
That's wild.
it's very interesting.
So imagine this: they start the show with a wolf, and he's just like,
Oh wait, hold on. Explain. This is an anime about animal humanoids,
animal
and
Who go
they're-
to school?
go
they go to school.
You know,
Both herbivores and carnivore.
and nobody is allowed to eat meat.
Basically, it's like a. You remember that whole that Disney movie?
I knew you were gonna say it.
Zootopia?
Yeah, Zootopia.
Gosh, damn it.
So it's kind of like Zootopia.
It really is.
how's it like Zootopia?
It's like Zootopia, bro.
It really is.
Except
It's,
they're
it's,
big.
like, it's like an adult Zootopia.
Yeah, and in Zootopia, they like the carnivores like straight up start going carnivore up in there, you know.
Yeah, they gonna
A bunny-
call
a
it
bunny seduced them.
They gonna call it interval.
And I'm like, I have never like watched an anime and gone.
Or a bunny
Yeah.
trying to
And
no,
that is the
bunny,
only-
Bunny
That's what I've seen.
bunny
bunny
trying to
tried
seduce,
to seduce the wolf.
try to seduce a wolf,
It's basically like
and he got scared. That's the surprising part.
Wait, he got scared because he thought, well, I want to get spoiled.
Let me
Wolf
be
is
that.
a-
Let me be
wolf is
that
a
wolf.
good-
All I'm saying is,
Wait, are we okay with bestiality? Like,
hang on, whoa.
But
Here's
it's
the
not,
thing.
it's not bestiality. What?
Oh my god.
over here laughing.
Bro, you want to give the definition of bestiality?
Zero, you would be one of those people that be like, where can I
He
find
about to pull
this?
his phone out. Look. He about to pull the phone out. He got some BCLE in that
Google that. Google and now let me wrong.
He's don't look up furry porn.
Wait, are you about to Google bestiality?
I am about to Google bestiality.
What are you doing?
Oh my
How old are you?
Safe search is on, bro. Safe search is on.
Did your
Safe search
parent
is
lock on that for you?
No.
Should we call your mom right now?
Oh, great! Never mind. I guess I have to put the word definition in there first. Otherwise,
Hey,
yeah.
Damn. And show me
Bro,
Did you go to your bookmarks?
Drew, I thought you said safe search was on.
It went to his
That
All this
bookmarks.
shit.
He traumatized now. He gonna go home and think about this shit all night.
Oh, did you real?
Ah, there we go. Okay, sexual activity between a person and an animal, but it does not include animals with human-like qualities. Done. See? It's not bestiality.
We did not need to read that. We all knew it. You.
Wait, no, hang on. Here's the thing that blows my mind. The thing that blows my mind is you thought that by adding it does not include animals with human-like qualities.
Stop.
You like, bro, we literally said it was two animals doing it. So that automatically means it's not bestiality because it doesn't involve a
On the
human being.
next one, we need a dunce cap and have it on.
Why would you add animals with human-like qualities? Are you trying to tell people something, or are you trying to
I
like
thought
give
you were
a,
making a stretch there.
Nobody was trying to make any type of
You
stretch.
making a stretch.
We were straight to the point.
Is that like literally? I feel like people who are into bestiality who are watching this right now are like thinking to themselves, "Oh no, but that animal it had human-like qualities."
We're gonna have PETA calling us right now.
No, look, man, that is Jarrell. That is here's how we fresh up podcast.
Like I was fine with you reading the definition from Webster's.
I need that sign.
But why?
Awkward.
I need that sign.
I can't believe.
Okay, past the whole freaky, but it was a good drama show.
No, I
except
mean,
for the weird.
Look, I want to know what happens next.
Yeah, it's just a very.
Are they going to go full?
Very unique. The story it is.
And it's on Netflix. Of all
Oh,
places.
Netflix has been fire lately.
No,
You know,
let's-
Love is Blind. Fire.
Yeah, let's
Altered Carbon.
No,
Fire.
I want you to pump some brakes on that.
Castlevania. Fire.
Okay, I'm gonna let that one ride.
Spencer,
Wait, did you really just say Altered Carbon? You're gonna be like.
And that's what I was about to say. Shut up. No, I didn't need that. Nobody needed that. Nobody needs that.
And this is when I had my sign say awkward.
What the fuck are you talking about? Did you even watch it?
Man, I saw
Did you watch season 1 or season 2?
I saw a trailer for that shit. I don't think I need to see that.
He didn't like it.
Bro, you stupid.
He didn't like.
I don't. Okay, no.
Listen to his words. He saw a trailer.
Yeah.
No, Sebastian, give me.
No.
Give me 2 seconds.
I'm not accepting. No, I'm not taking that from you.
Jarrell,
You have,
No, I'm not taking
you
that
have to take it from me.
No.
Here's why you have to take it from me.
No.
Here's why you have to
Motherfucker,
because you
you
don't
don't
like Ruby, bro. You don't like Ruby.
You
bro.
made me watch Ruby. You made me watch
Jarrell.
Zero.
No, Jarrell.
That's why I can say that.
No, Jarrell.
That's why I can say that.
Jarrell, of all people, you can't talk anymore because the only thing you watched was the trailer. We both watched Ruby because you told us we couldn't talk until we watched it. I watched 3 episodes.
I watched the whole fucking season of that trash. Oh my goodness. I watched 7. How do you think I feel?
Oh my gosh!
How do you feel?
So you agree Ruby's trash?
How do you think I feel?
Wait, so you finally agree Ruby's trash?
It has a long way to go before it gets better again.
Oh my gosh!
Hey, my kids like Ruby, and I'm like wondering why the fuck do they like that shit?
Because like there's some parts that are really good.
You wanna know why?
and some
I'm gonna
parts
tell
that
you
are
why.
really done.
So the reason why they like it is because it's a quest for pixie
I'll
sticks.
shoot you.
And kids love sugar.
Oh my god.
So it relates to them because they're fighting over sugar.
I like sugar.
And whoever has the most sugar has the
I
power.
want to make a count
Oh,
for the
damn,
season
really?
here
Yeah.
that we don't bring up Ruby.
No.
Again?
Yeah.
I want a vote of confidence on we never bring up Ruby again. Who was it?
Can't do that. Can't do that. Because I will trash Ruby whenever I feel like it.
No. As a suggestion.
Oh.
No, it's never my suggestion.
No.
Yeah, but trash it. It's
Yeah.
fine.
Well, yeah.
But
Also,
to-
the other reason why we can't take anything he says seriously is because this man
Anything?
also, yes, anything.
Yeah,
Because
this shit
this
has
man
data for
also,
everything.
hang on. This man also fully endorses, puts his stamp behind his initials, full signature, blood type, DNA, and social security number behind World Trigger.
No, I
Yes.
don't. No. Also, and it's getting a second season. Why? I'll watch that shit for a watch of the animated
Alright,
Carbon.
so here
I
we
like
go.
the 3D shit.
Stop.
I like the 3D
No.
shit.
Here we go. So World Trigger is an anime that starts off with a main character who is weak AF. That's understandable.
Yeah.
It's a main character who has no capability, no talent, no nothing. He just wants to be a hero.
Yeah.
That's great. That is the epitome of a great main character.
Yes.
So I ride with it. For how long did I ride with it? I ride with it for
I mean,
45.
You was at 45.
I was at 45.
60.
Yeah, I went 45. I went 45 episodes.
72, man.
So I wrote it for 45 episodes. This main character did not get any better, any stronger, anything whatsoever.
He did get
No,
better.
stop. Don't talk. So, this is literally what happened. So, he was in this training simulator, right? This is the part that he's talking about. He gets in this training simulator, and this is where I actually started to get hyped. Because I was getting behind him. He got in a training simulator with like one of the #1 people who were in like the battle leagues and stuff. And he fought over 364 battles with this person.
He fought 100 battles with
Sorry,
him.
no, over 100. It was over 100. It was over 100 because people started gathering around because each time he was getting a little bit better. He was adjusting the way he did things. He was learning from it.
Like a main character should.
Right. He was doing kind of like a Deku thing where he like
I was just
analyzes
saying about-
everyone's like type of ability
I was just
and
saying
doing
about
that, right? This is when I said, I'm out. There's no way you will get me to continue to watch this show. There's no way in hell I'm going to continue to watch this bullshit. What happened was he went into a next round of fight, which by the way, his sidekick is really the main character because his sidekick is OP. Like power levels off the charts, destroying everything. Like with the flick of a wrist, everyone's dead.
She's Hermione, you know.
So
He's Hermione, yeah.
goes up, he's in this battle. He's like, I just gotta get one kill. He's like, I gotta do this, because then they'll do that. And then they'll do this, and I'll do this. And I'll do this, and I'll do this. And he's planning it all out. And I'm like, cool, this dude learned. It's about to be dope. This is about to be so fire.
You know, something's gonna happen. Man,
He goes.
I was like, come on,
He goes to the
it might.
He goes to the point of completely exhausting himself, having no more strength left. He doesn't even make a scratch or an opportunity for his sidekick to take out everybody. And he's like, I've done all I can. And then he gets killed.
That is so disappointing.
Wait.
So,
Not kill. He is defeated in a match or whatever.
Yes, it's a one-on-one. No, it becomes a one-on-one match with him and one other person, and it's like, all right, I'm gonna beat them. If I can beat them, then I'll at least give me one kill.
And
then
I'll
you
help
think
my
to
team
yourself,
so much.
And you think to yourself, you know what? Even if you die, but you take out this person, I'll accept it.
yeah.
No, he just dies.
Okay, give him the service. He didn't have
Okay,
a whole lot.
no
He
more
was literally-
suggestions for
He was
me.
only missing a
Correct.
arm.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're missing a whole arm, and that stops you from winning?
Yes.
I've seen that happen in the main character whip slap. He took the arm and beat the shit out of
That's
him.
what I'm saying.
So, like I said, Netflix has been
a true
fired.
main character will take down whatever enemy they need to, no matter how many appendages they've lost.
Yes. I've seen a main character.
It's called
pick up
Determination
the
of Will.
arm and beat the fuck out of the.
Yep.
Look at
Which I
You
get.
see Deku with all broken bones, and all he got is one freaking finger, and he's still like
Of all,
flicking.
He was clinically dead. Fuck that shit.
And he still did some of that
Oh
shit.
Lord.
Like, no.
I can tell you like the show didn't.
Yeah.
Again, of all anime, I don't know how that is getting a second season.
I'll watch that before
Hey.
I watch Ultra Carbon, but it's an anime.
Oh my God! Look,
Oh.
they're about to go at it.
Hey, wait, hey!
Stop,
I've been
stop.
watching anime. I'm gonna stop you guys from killing each other right now.
Also, Ghost in the Shell. Like, you want to just throw that
Stop.
on there while you're at
Okay.
it?
Is it wrong to pick up a woman in the dungeon?
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah,
Oh, amazing.
The movie I watched halfway. It's
No,
amazing.
movies are amazing that they've come out with. The seasons are amazing that they're coming out with.
Season 3's been announced, so they're.
Yeah, it's been announced, but the only reason why it's taking so long is because the manga has to like continue.
Yeah, I understand. But
The only thing that I don't like that they did is after they did a first season, they did a second season, and the second season was just from what's her name's perspective, the sword lady's perspective.
no, if you watch High Dive, they have a 12-episode season, and it's from. That's an OVA.
No, that's not even an OVA. That was an actual second season.
Yeah, no, there's
But they
actually,
call it a different one.
Yeah.
And then there was an OVA, and it's a couple episodes, and then they have a second season, and then they also have a movie, and then they also have a
They have
more
no.
OVAs.
It's called. Is it wrong to pick up a girl in Dungeon 2?
Yes.
And
I know.
it's all from Belle's perspective.
Yeah, that's
No,
that's the
that's the second
That's the
season.
second season.
Yeah.
But everything
No,
is so
the thing is, right, no, but like
Yeah.
I watched how to pick up
Yeah.
girls in dungeons since first season came out.
Yeah.
So they had their entire first season. They went on hiatus for a year. They announced that there was going to be a second season right after the first
And
season
was that?
ended, and it was from the girl's perspective, the sword
Princess
princess. Yes, it was from the sword princess's perspective, and that was the second season, and that didn't do as well.
Yeah.
But they had already announced they were going to do a second season anyway.
So
Like
they're
a
like-
true second season, and
Yeah.
that's how to pick up girls in
I
dungeons
was
too.
wondering. I saw that. I was like, what the hell
Yeah.
is this?
And then that was just straight fire.
And then the
So-
movie talked about is like you learn about Zeus.
Oh, yeah, no. The movie, you don't learn about Zeus. You learn about Zeus throughout the first season,
Oh, yeah.
and in episode 12, that's where you learn that his grandfather was freaking Zeus. And you're just like, I'm in this.
And that
Spoilers.
Hermes and and
Bro, if you ever
Artemis. Hermes and Artemis
Some
know
people do.
he's the grandkid.
Yes.
And they're training him.
No,
Yeah.
not only do they know that he's the grandkid, so does the freaking,
Hestia?
not Hestia, the one who wants him. The chick who literally sent the Minotaur after him.
Oh yeah, the
Princess Di- not Princess
Freya.
Freya.
Yes,
Yeah.
Freya is completely aware of who
Yes,
the freak he
I
is.
was thinking of her, but I said Artemis by mistake.
But the funniest part is, she was like, she didn't go after him from the start. She allowed him to get picked up by another female, and she's like, oh, now he's worth the plucking. Because that's all she does, is take people from other guilds.
Yeah, but she seems like she's like, for some reason, she's trying to prepare him for something.
Did you see the movie?
I've watched halfway of it.
The movie was crazy.
Yeah.
Definitely
I can't watch
recommend.
anything with the kids in the house.
Oh, gotcha.
Boy, you can watch some animes.
Yeah, but not
Not
pick up girls and
not
dungeons.
that one. Yeah.
Yeah, plus
They
I-
go
How is that one not kid friendly? I don't see anything
season
wrong.
32.
It's like-
Season 2.
Okay, they go into bathhouse.
title
Oh,
of
and season 1 too.
The title of the anime is How to Pick Up Girls in Dungeons.
Yeah.
That is a valuable life skill that I wish I had.
Oh, you plan on a prison?
I want you to go find a dungeon right now, and I'll pick up her in there. Can I have your hand in a dungeon? No. See, that's not gonna work.
Alright.
I don't even fly.
Maybe I get some rich coins out of it.
No, that was fire.
Wait,
I'm excited. Oh, Kingdom Season 3 is coming out. I'm hyped for that.
No.
Kingdom?
You talking about Kingdom or Last Kingdom?
No, I'm talking about Kingdom. So there's an anime called Kingdom. It is a Chinese anime. It's really cool. It follows, like most Chinese anime, it's based off history, and it's just a really cool series.
That's cool.
The graphics are completely computer related, so you have to get over that, but the storyline is just really good.
That's like Berserk.
It has two, yeah, but it's nowhere near as dark as Berserk. I couldn't finish Berserk. It was too dark for me.
Oh, you haven't even got to the dark part. I get it.
No, I got to the dark part.
No, I've read the manga, so that's some.
Classic.
No, it's all effed up. No, I agree. The fact that he keeps reliving the fact that she's been raped over and over and over again.
Yeah.
Like, it gets darker, and I understand that, but it keeps going back to the rape, and I'm just like, man.
That's his whole reason for finding Griffith.
No, I know, but the craziest part is he had a dream about it happening first, and then he denied it from happening, and then it actually happened.
Yeah.
That's what made it the worst thing to me. But anyway, besides that, in Kingdom you have two main characters. You have one who's like in line for the throne, and essentially what it is he's a child. So, like most child kings, what they do is they try to manipulate him and then kill him. So they're trying to manipulate him and kill him from within the court. And that's all his generals and everybody. So what he does is he actually befriends this like street urchin kid who wants to be a general. Him and like his best friend wanted to be generals. His best friend ends up getting killed. So he has to do the journey on his own. And the kid goes through and he basically is like, he's 12 years old and he goes into war and he's constantly getting acclaims and valors and stuff like that and gradually leading more and more people. And by the end of season 2, he has like a 500 battalion troop of people who are older than him.
Okay,
younger than
you
him.
convinced me. I'm gonna watch it.
It's like, it's fire.
Where's it on?
It's not on Crunchyroll. It's not anything like that. I have to go to 9 Anime in order to watch it.
Okay.
So, Greg, what did you think about? Oh, so what do you think about? Because I don't know if you heard, well, you know, because you watched CW, unfortunately, and all of their shows.
Yeah.
Like, so I refuse to watch Legends of Tomorrow because they mess up all my boys.
Okay.
So I hear now that they're messing up my boy even further, Constantine, and he's.
Right, he was there for like 5 seconds.
Oh no, they brought him back.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll
he's
watch
back
it.
there.
And now they're taking away that he don't smoke anymore. And to me, that's always been a kind of thing about the
It
character.
was in the comic books that he stopped smoking for a while, especially when the lung cancer happened. He still has lung cancer in the show, but he started to stop it because the friends around him care about him. So,
But the only reason he stopped in the comic books is because the lung cancer was taken out of him.
yeah, but he's on a start. There's rumor that that's one of the main searches he's going to be is to get the lung cancer taken out.
Look, my whole thing is that Legends Tomorrow is just
Only thing I hate about that is you're taking a dramatic point of a character that did that happen? But it was the reason for that happening, and it was part of a character. Like it was. Literally, one, he smoked because he was punishing himself.
Yeah.
Two, he wasn't. When after he got the cancer away, he pretty much stopped smoking.
Remember, he still has cancer.
And it just to me, it just seemed like Legends of Tomorrow just constantly messes up iconic characters. Like to me, they messed up. They had a real good chance. What's the flame boy?
Man,
Firestorm?
Firestorm. They messed that up.
They messed Firestorm up. They messed up. They messed up Kid Flash or whatever.
Yeah.
They messed up Adam.
Well, wait, how'd they mess up Kid Flash? Let's be honest.
They should have done the real Wally West, not the one they brought.
No, I'm fine with the Wally West. I'm fine with that Wally West. I just don't like how they continued that plot with that Wally West. Like they could have literally just made him like the first Wally West and called it a day.
Well,
they messed up the reason why I even started watching the show in the first place, the captain. And it's I'm great that you want women empowerment, and I do.
That's the other part that they messed up. They messed up Sarah's character because in season 1 she was straight lesbian 100% of the time. Then in season 2 she became a bisexual, and that threw me off because she seemed very certain of who she was as a character, and that was just us to.
You remember that when she came on the show at the beginning, she was dating. She had sex with Oliver right off the bat.
Yeah, but
that was not in Legends of Tomorrow.
That was an
Arrow.
And that was
the thing was previously, and the thing was, even after she had sex with Oliver, she literally was like, "Oh, okay, no, I like women."
Well, I mean, I've seen that happen a lot of times, but they boy, girl, bi.
No, I understand that part, and the thing is, I wouldn't have a problem with it if she came into it as a bisexual. But the thing was, in first season, there were so many dudes who hit on her, and she was like, "No, I'm a lesbian." No, I'm a lesbian. Like, she literally, like, was in King Arthur's court, and King Arthur was like, yo, you want this D? And she was up in Guinevere's castle. You know what I'm saying? So, like, she was very assured as who she was, not just, like, as a sexuality perspective, but as a person. And in the following seasons, she just becomes more uncertain of herself as a whole. And I'm not just talking about sexuality-wise, I'm just talking about as a person. She questions everything.
So, and the thing is, I don't understand the direction they're going with that show, because it's like every chance that you have a chance to like grow your other characters, or the characters that
you dilute them.
That the characters that make the most sense to take on these roles, they don't.
Like Adam. Adam's completely a diluted character from when he started out.
He's leaving the show. Him and Nora.
No, that makes sense because his character when he first started, don't get me wrong, he was on shaky ground. Yeah. But by like second and third season, he started to formalize who he was as a character, and he was strong. Then as they continued, they just made him weaker and dumber, and just comic relief.
Yeah, they did the same thing with Citizen Steel.
Yeah.
He turned his metal. Why the fuck is he not using his powers in a position?
Right, but he was using his powers all the time whenever he first came on there.
Even when Firestorm was separated.
No, but even then, and that's the other part that got me about Legends of Tomorrow, is that Firestorm was a much clearer indicator to me as captain than she was. He learned the ins and outs of the ship.
Yeah.
He learned everyone's powers and everyone's thinking. When he led 3 missions. Each mission that he led, he wasn't irrational in thought. He made the most clear, conscious decision. The only time period where he made an irrational decision is when it dealt with the Doctor.
Yeah.
And which made sense to his character because that's directly affecting his life.
Oh yeah, I agree. Totally agree. Because I'm just, I watch it for simple reasons, but I question it every time I watch it.
That is up there with Supergirl to me.
I actually don't watch it anymore.
Anybody got any other topics before we get out of here?
For a game, anybody ever play PT?
Yeah.
Okay, PlayStation has approached Kojima to bring it back.
It's a little late for that, don't they think?
No.
It ought to be really late for that. Like, he's gone out and got his own success. It's been a while since most people have forgotten about it.
They want to do a VR version.
And there we go.
I mean, if it's actually dope.
Oh yeah.
Like we played it and it was awesome. Like I almost sold my PS4 with a version on it.
I mean, speaking of games, like what do y'all think about Final Fantasy VII Remake coming out?
I think it's about to get delayed again.
Nope.
One more thing.
It's already
Why? It's ready.
It's
ready. There shouldn't be no reason to get delayed. The only thing I'm disappointed with is I want to play the dog.
Well, you don't.
Yeah.
The dog doesn't show up until disc 2, because this is just Midgar and.
Wait, they're separating it?
Yes.
Bro, it's a huge game.
Bro, come on, this is 2020.
No, Sebastian. Actually, no. He has a point. Why does that matter?
Okay.
The thing is he says disc 2, right? But if you have a digital download, there's no such thing as disc 1, disc 2.
Well, what? You gonna make me pay? No, you gonna make me pay again for a game though?
What do you mean? It's just gonna be a DLC.
No,
that's gonna cost $19.99 or $30.
It's not. It's gonna be part 1, part 2, part 3 because in the first.
Like the Red Dead discs?
No. They're gonna release 3 chapters.
Stop.
So you gotta pay 3 different. Never mind.
Because the first game
Destiny. Got it.
I'm not.
So it's Destiny. You got Destiny 2, right?
No, it was given to me.
Oh, okay. Just checking.
Yeah.
Are you serious? So it's
because the first games will come with a third of a charm of Cloud, and then the second and third one will have it too. But they are putting so much inside, like stories that they wanted to put the first time, that explains so much that was not presented in the first time.
As long as they do not do what they did to Kingdom Hearts 3, everything should be okay.
Oh no, I played the demo. Oh my god.
Like, I would have more respect for it if they said that they were going to go further along in the game.
Remember in Nibelheim when Sephiroth, where they saw those shadow figures?
Mm-hmm.
You ever wondered what the hell those shadow figures were? They explained that in this fucking game.
Okay, but are we going to go past the rest of the story?
Midgard,
if I'm paying three different times for the same darn game, I just want more story. And then,
but how does it?
Reportedly, it's 160 hours full of story.
But can we go past? Like,
You're asking the same question,
Yeah.
but you're not making sense.
Yeah.
He's asking, does it go past where the original game left off?
Oh, you're talking about like goes into Advent Children?
Yeah.
Possibly.
He wants to know if that
There's
occurs,
no rumor on
but the other thing that he already answered in your question of is there more? Yes, there is more because it goes more in detail in the game than it did before. So
There's
that
a-
means you have other side stories, you have other stories about characters.
Yeah, it's just disappointing because I just feel like, you know.
in the trailer,
They could've
there's
just
when
put it all
Cloud
together.
hits Ariel, all of a sudden this storm of shadows and clouds just start swarming them.
You know what? I'm gonna agree with you. They could put it all on one disc. You want to know why? Because there's not anything on a disc but a QR code anyway.
That's what I was about to say. It's not on the disc, so it doesn't matter.
No, can we also talk about that? I'm still mad. Why am I paying $69.99 or whatever I'm paying for a game, and all that's on there is a QR code? How about when I put that in my system and I actually download it, I don't need my disc anymore? How about that? Or I just have to put my disc in like once a month. You know what I mean? Like I'm fine with that too. But every time I want to play the game, I got to put in a disc that I know has nothing on it, but a QR code that allows me to play.
Because even though you have a disc, it's 13 gigabytes going on your PlayStation, or even more than that. Or
No, man, any game that's worth anything is 40 gigs.
Well, see, the problem with that is, I mean, in defense, devil's advocate, real quick. Like,
I don't need the devil's advocate. You're either on one side or the other.
Well, I'm gonna be on the other side for right now.
Okay, that makes no sense, so you're good.
It makes a lot of sense.
Go ahead, explain.
You create the same problem you had in the early 2000s, which, okay, for those who didn't, for
If
everyone
you're
who
just talking
didn't,
about load times, then, I mean, you still have load times.
no, you can create a whole piracy aspect for it. You don't really need the disc to play into the games if they come loaded in.
The
What
thing
are you
is,
talking about?
you're talking about a piracy aspect that was very minimal in the 2000s, and you're talking about it during the time period in which they switched the entire disc format.
Yeah.
You are literally talking about the PS2, which we switched over to the PS3, which is a Blu-ray disc, which is a completely different format for burning. Not only that, but have you ever tried to burn a Disney movie?
But they have it protected.
They
in the
have
code
locks
now.
on that now.
Like it's in the code.
Actually, I was able to get past that.
Right, but it takes a lot of effort in order to get... Well,
You can't tell him.
Yeah.
No, I had decoder software.
Right, no, but that's what I'm saying.
But
Not
video
everyone's gonna have that
games-
decoder software.
Right.
Video games are
Not
very
everyone's
hard.
gonna have
They
that.
were really hard.
Yeah, video games are still hard to do or whatever, and because it's truthfully the game is not on the disc.
Not only that, but also, especially now. So even now, it makes more sense to me for the actual game to be on the discs because of updates. Updates are more prevalent now than they've ever been before.
Yeah.
So even if you use your decoding software, although will decode the majority of the game, there is still going to be like a 0.000001 fraction that's going to be off because it's not going to be a perfect copy.
Yeah.
And with that, whenever they try to do an update, it's going to flag it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why, because that's why, the custom firmware and stuff like that for Switches and stuff
Exactly.
like that. And they have a broken eShop and stuff like that. And you have to
Yeah, they
connect to it.
constantly
You
keep.
pay.
Yeah.
And it automatically tags you. That's what I'm saying. Updates catch you.
Yeah.
So your argument is null and void because of updates.
10 years ago it was easier, but
Exactly.
now today it's
no.
not.
Every time I turn on my freaking PlayStation or Xbox, I can turn it on every single day. There's an update like once every 3 days.
Yeah.
And all it is literally just checking. I guarantee you, they're just like, any illegal shit, any illegal shit, any illegal shit. Nope. All right, you're good. Continue to play.
Wait, does your shit just turn on in the middle?
That's why they say to improve.
Everyone's does.
That's why it's
My Wii U still does.
No, everyone's
But
system.
I realize it says that every time they do an update, it always say improve
system stability.
and fixes bugs.
Exactly.
So that's another way to try to do
Yeah,
it.
we're just checking your shit. We're making sure you're not doing anything illegal.
That's why they
Anyway.
took off the media center from PS3 because
Yeah.
I would have bootlegs on that.
Exactly.
I had bootlegs on mine.
That's why that media.
So did everybody
Gone.
else.
I had 100 of my favorite songs.
But here's the funniest part. So,
mechanic.
according to PlayStation, right? If you look at it, and this is the thing that I thought about a long time ago when I went from PS3 to PS4. My PS3 had a whole bunch of legal music, a whole bunch of legal movies, all this other shit. PSN does automatic backups of your entire system. So the thing was, if I lost that PS3, got a new PS3, all those movies, all the media center, everything comes right back on there.
Yeah.
Here's the craziest part though. I got a PS4. Log into a PS4. Look through the PS4. Guess what the PS4 does not have? Any of my movies, any of my music has nothing.
Because it doesn't have that media center.
Correct. Because PlayStation knew what the freak people were doing.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, the argument for the game not to be on the disc makes no sense, even if it's just the starter trial of the game. There are updates. We know there's going to be updates. Still load those on my system.
That's why I'm going back to buy a PS3 right now.
Like,
You know what?
that's where Switch has it correct.
Picks of the week. If you don't know, Picks of the week is where we highlight any game, movie, TV show, anything that we want to highlight for the week. Who wants to start it off?
I'll start it off.
Okay.
For the game.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say BStars. Like,
No.
Oh, he's going to say the free-to-play thing.
No. So the game, Spawn. Mortal Kombat. I really want. Me personally, I heard a lot of good things about him. I want to go try him out.
I saw the gameplay.
I mean, honestly, Mortal Kombat they have always impressed me how they implement the characters into the game. Like, a lot of the characters when you're playing them, you know, they strongly feel like Joker. I was like, cool. You know, with Terminator, bringing Terminator into the game. With Spawn, I think this is the second time they brought Spawn into the game.
That's the first time.
No, I thought they brought him before.
I thought it was like
it was in.
It was.
No, it was in Soul Calibur, right? That they had Spawn.
Soul Calibur on
It was like on
Xbox.
Okay.
No, Xbox had Yoda.
No. Soul Calibur 2.
There we go. Yes. Okay. Yeah, but that one had Spawn.
My bad. I thought Mortal Kombat had Spawn.
I'm not aware of them having Spawn other than this time. I know they were talking about it in the last one,
Yeah.
but they did not get Spawn.
Instead,
they brought out like Jack the Ripper and all those people.
But no, he looks dope.
And they possibly released the view of the season pack 2. Fujin, Sindel.
Well, I mean, to me, I'm just hoping that, you know, Mortal Kombat comes. That season 2 comes with just a little bit more things to improve the gameplay, or not necessarily put it. I love Mortal Kombat, but unfortunately, you know, it's not meta or whatever, and a lot of the things that are popular is like the 2D fighters,
I honestly think that's gonna change because y'all saw clips for that cartoon of Mortal Kombat, right?
Oh yeah.
Scorpion's
That looked pretty good.
Give me that.
That looked good.
What?
I forgot about that.
And like,
I was like, Mortal Kombat's doing the main
arm.
Yes.
What's my whole thing is like I'm not sure why they haven't done that for a while, because Mortal Kombat is one of those that has so much story.
Well, the thing was with Mortal Kombat, they've always tried ever since they got a hit with like the real life action of Mortal Kombat. They tried to stay in that realm where they just do real life action with Mortal Kombat. Which, don't get me wrong, they're trying to do it, but with the amount of like budgets that you need in order to do that and everything else like that, and how Mortal Kombat's trying to keep everything just within its own sector, it's not something that they can fully do. But with the animation, on the other hand,
Warner Brothers.
yes, that gives them a whole lot more avenue. And the other thing is, I'll trust Warner Brothers under animation movies any day of the week. But when it comes to once again, we're not talking about.
No, hold on a second.
You want to name an animated movie that they did that was not good?
Yeah.
What?
Justice League movie.
Anyway,
You're literally talking about. Are you literally talking about Justice? Are you talking about like the one where it was Justice League, Teen Titans, like Justice League Dark?
No, not that one.
Are you talking
Because
about
that was the actual last Justice League movie, right? The one where Robin is literally like right behind something, and so is Starfire. And Robin's like, "All right, Starfire, you remember what we did last night when we were practicing? We gotta do that now." She's like, "Oh my gosh, Robin, you're not." He's like, "No, the training exercise." That was hilarious.
Oh, Judas Kid. The
Judas
Contract. That was a good movie.
That was the last Justice League movie.
That was a Teen Titans movie.
But wasn't it Teen Titans Justice League?
No.
But that was the like.
No, they haven't had a Justice League movie in a while.
Yeah.
But anyway, let's move on. Great. Pick of the week.
Okay. Star Wars Darth Vader #2, the comic book. They saw the return that flipped Darth Vader's world over was Sabe's return. And if you don't know who Sabe was, she was Padme's double in the first movie.
Mm-hmm.
So when he saw her, he flipped the fuck out because he's like, "You're dead. You're dead, and you can't be alive." And just
That's my only thing. I don't know why they never explained to me why Darth Vader never pursued that more. Like after you got the power or whatever, I would have still looked though for a way to bring her back. Like,
That's what
I mean, he was busy. He was doing a lot of shit.
That's what he's doing. This is
so after you. Let's be honest. He became a bitch to
Correct.
to
me, Anakin's an idiot.
It's like after you became a bitch, stop being a bitch. He's dead or whatever.
I would have killed the whole dark side, to be honest.
I mean,
Read this. I would suggest read the comic
though
though.
already.
No, like real talk. If I was Anakin Skywalker, I would have destroyed the dark side single-handedly right after. Because you promised me that Padme was gonna live. Padme died. I would have immediately revolted.
Thank you.
I would have killed everybody. Like everybody would have been marked.
Thank you.
Like I had that power.
Yeah.
I'm murking the world. I'm gonna become the dark side.
Sebastian, what's your pick of the week?
My pick of the week. So, before I have talked about Orihime, are you the only one who loves me, right?
Yes.
I talked about that one. I talked about Juro from that. I hyped up Juro from that. I literally cannot give that anime enough love, in all honesty. It got renewed for a second season. That makes my heart happy.
Oh, really?
Yes. It doesn't come out till next year, though.
Damn.
But,
As usual.
what I will say is, there is another anime, Darwin's Game.
Yes.
It has a character in there that is kind of similar to Juro. Don't get me wrong, completely different premise, completely different. It's like a completely different avenue. But the reason why I like these characters is because these characters have a strong, innate moral compass, and the world comes to them and says, yo, what you're about to do is really fucking stupid. And they look at the world and they say, I don't give a fuck what you say. I gotta do what I gotta do because what I gotta do is right. And then they do it anyway.
Oh.
And that is dope.
It's like Fate State Night mixed with damn. How did you say it?
Sword Art Online?
Yeah.
No, not Sword Art.
No. You Fate State Night in
Parademon?
No.
No,
It's Fate Stay Night mixed with Future Diary.
Okay.
That's literally what the anime premise is. It's very much like that.
Okay.
It's where certain people are selected and they have to battle. And there's certain battle avenues that are rigged up and things like that. And certain competitions they can enter. And it's tons of cheaty shit that goes on where there's a whole bunch of enemies, a whole bunch of bad guys who do anything they can to possibly win.
Jerome, what's your pick of the week?
Can I come back to that real quick?
No, bro. You're the last one. I'm the last.
He was just going to say Ruby. So.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I was gonna say Darwin's Game. You said that before. You probably should let me go first.
No.
But-
Because if anyone...
No one will believe.
Because no one will believe.
Whose
fault is that?
Yours!
No.
You're wearing a virtual dunce hat.
Cloud is something that you build on your own. Cloud is something you build on your own. When you decide to hop on that fence of devil's advocate and just allow stupid shit to run out your mouth, you lose clout.
Hey, when we had
Sometimes being devil's advocate is necessary, Sebastian.
And you know what? So are clout meters. You know what happened if you had a clout meter, you'd be in the negative.
What's your pick of the week, bro?
Come on, dude.
Having negative cloud is still positive cloud.
No,
Anyways.
stop.
That's why it's called a negative. It's not a
You need
positive.
another negative in order to make a positive. That's how math works. And then there's a multiplication sign by there too.
Well, then it's imaginary cloud. Shit. It's imaginary numbers cloud. It's still real
So
in circumstance.
In your mind, got it. That's the only place it can possibly be positive.
Bro, what's your pick of the week?
It's not math.
It's Damn!
He's out. He's out. Skip.
My pick of the week, Seven Deadly. My pick of the week is Seven Deadly Sins. They got a game. It's Seven Deadly Sins Grand Cross.
Yeah, I
You
heard
should
about
definitely check it out. If you're a fan of the show, you would definitely be a fan of the game. But we're out. Peace out.